having grown up in Newnan and having had my business here for many years, and now having worked with the Downtown Development Authority for the past maybe 8 years, I have really fallen in love with what it takes to run the city. And there are three things that over the years I've kind of gotten to that are important to me that I think I'd like to see continued with some interest is on public safety, on managed growth, and on parks and recreation. And so those three things are I've got some details on those that I can share with you, but those three things are what I really want to focus on for our city. And I think we've done a great job over the years with those items, but I think moving forward, focus on those and how we achieve those is going to be very important to our continued success as a city. Well, I do think those three items are good. I mean, I think from a public safety standpoint, we have a very good fire department. We have a very good police force. From city side, our city enforcement, we have great laws and requirements for safety. It's how we fund those moving forward, I think, are challenges for us. As we all just know, the cost of everything has gone up, and the cost of staffing has gone up. So how we fund that properly to attract and retain the best people in those positions is something we need to look at in the future. First off, seek to understand is very important before I make a decision. So the first thing would be to get involved inside and see what's inside the budget, where are there opportunities, and what could be realigned, refocused. But what I've found in life is when you make something a priority, usually you can get it done. And so by making it a priority, I feel like that there will be some movement in those areas of just continuing to have great public safety and improve our public safety as we can. Well, along those lines, so we talked a little about public safety. Let's talk about managed growth. You know, growth is, in my opinion, growth is one of our big industries in the county, and the city included. I mean, you just look around, and construction projects are going on. People are moving here, so it's just something that we need to deal with. And honestly, while it can seem like it's a problem, if you think about the reverse of that, and you've probably been to them too, you go to cities and there's no growth and there's no activity, and so we don't want that either. But it's how do we grow, how do we plan for traffic, and how do we zone and allow new homes to be built? Are those homes apartments? Are they condos? Are they townhomes? Are they single family homes? What are the lot sizes? And then on top of that, how do the parks flow into those? How do we build the recreation pieces that people get to enjoy? So that's going to be a continued strain because the developer has one interest in mind, and then the city's going to have another interest in mind. And it's how, and the county as well, because we do work with annexation issues. But how do all those come together so that we can have a product and an outcome that everybody's happy with? I think being able to work with different groups, being able to listen to different ideas, and to kind of keep my ego in check and go for what solution is best for the community and not necessarily who got credit for it is going to be a strength that I've worked on over the years. I've just got great experience in working with diverse groups and achieving a result that everybody's happy with in the end. I think those strengths as well, just being able to get along with other people, and just always trying to seek a resolution that's good for others. I will go more with what our opportunities are. Okay, I think we've got an opportunity to improve our public safety. I don't see it as a challenge. I see it as an opportunity. I think we have an opportunity to look at our zoning and from a strategic planning, from a master planning perspective. And then we've got an opportunity to continue what we started with the link, which is this outdoor environment, this outdoor opportunity. And the link allows not only connectivity between the east and the west side of the county, but when you are on the sections that are in the woods, in my opinion, it gives you a break. It just gives you like a peacefulness, a peaceful experience that you can enjoy right in your backyard without having to travel off to a park or a natural area. And so the more opportunities we have to provide that to people, I think the better this community is going to feel. From a connectivity standpoint, I think our opportunities there are to, if I were to say wherever you don't see a sidewalk, there's an opportunity in the city of Newnan right there. Wherever we see a cracked sidewalk, there's an opportunity. And I guess if I could have a dream, there would be connectivity between all the shopping, the schools, the churches, and the homes. And it would be connectivity meaning not needing to have a car to get there. A safe place where you could just say to your children, hey, jump on your bike, go to the store, and come back. And you know that they weren't having to cross really busy, scary roads. And right now, we don't have that. We were very chopped up, and some of it is not our fault. I mean, we have state highways going through our city, and we have federal highways going through our city. We have railroads. And so these are all challenges to get across those safely, but there are also opportunities to work with all those different organizations, state, federal, and railroads, to get pedestrian crossings that are safe. But in the meantime, working on those, there's lots of pedestrian crossings that we have control over in the city of Newnan right now. So I always kind of call those low-hanging fruit. Let's start with what we can actually achieve really easily without having to go to another agency, while at the same time working with those larger agencies to achieve our master plan, which is this safe connectivity for all of our residents. Well, from our financial stability is excellent, and I'm so proud, and both in our county as well, I'm so proud of our city for their stewardship over the years. We have reserves. We don't have a negative budget. And so how we leverage that is that we don't have to dig ourselves out of a hole when we receive additional revenue from taxes. And we can use those additional revenues to hopefully achieve the public safety piece, to achieve Parks and Recreation, the outdoor experience piece. I am the fifth generation in the city of Newnan, and the seventh generation lives in my district as well, my son and his 3 grandboys. So we have I've come from 7 generations of city of Newnan, and I'm very proud of that. And over the years, we can when I look back, we can see touches of each of those generations on our community that have stood the test of time. And that's kind of the way I was raised, to leave it better than it came. And so really when it's my time to move on, I want them to look back and say that Jim Thomasson made a positive mark on the city of Newnan.